You know, I'm really passionate about making decisions that align with your faith and your values, especially when it comes to your family. And one area where that can feel really challenging right now is healthcare. Costs keep rising, and it's hard to feel confident that you're choosing the right path. That's why I wanted to share something I've been learning about called Liberty Health Share. It's not health insurance. It's a healthcare sharing ministry, which means you're joining a community of believers who come together to help carry one another's medical expenses. It's people living out the idea that we're stronger when we support each other and show up for one another. They offer programs for different stages of life and different budgets. So whether you're newly married, starting a family, or just looking for a better, more aligned approach, it's worth checking out. If you've been praying about a better way to navigate healthcare, this could be something to look into. You can learn more at libertyhealthshare.org. That's libertyhealthshare.org. Liberty Health Share, a force for good.
Did you know Lululemon's iconic Flow Y bra also comes in tank top styles and even a dress? Now in new fun summer colors, Flow Y brings a racerback shape to streamline styles you can wear anywhere. Our buttery soft Nulu fabric feels nearly weightless, with sweat-wicking 4-way stretch for comfort you'll want to keep on after practice. Flow freely, on and off the mat with light support and refined design. Shop Flow Y now at lululemon.com.
Hello and welcome to the Morning Five. I'm your host, Michael Ware, President and CEO of the Center for Christianity and Public Life. Today is Monday, July 27th. I'll read from the 66th Psalm this morning. Shout for joy to God, all the earth. Sing the glory of his name. Give to him glorious praise. Say to God, how awesome are your deeds. So great is your power that your enemies come cringing to you. All the earth worships you and sings praises to you. They sing praises to your name. Come and see what God has done. He is awesome in his deeds toward the children of man. He turned the sea into dry land. They passed through the river on foot. There did we rejoice in him who rules by his might forever, whose eyes keep watch on the nations. Let not the rebellious exalt themselves. Bless our God, O peoples. Let the sound of his praise be heard. Who has kept our soul among the living and has not let our feet slip. May God bless the reading of his word. Friends, hope you had a restful weekend. Let's catch up on the news together. First, for today's updates, President Trump has delayed a planned escalation of the war against Iran, according to the Wall Street Journal, which reports that officials within the military are concerned about American weapons stockpiles after months of war. The military had been prepared to attack Iran with new strikes over the weekend, but the U.S. is attempting diplomacy instead. At issue is the military supply of air defense interceptors, according to the Journal, although the president said in response to the report that America has, quote, far more munitions than anyone in the world. Next up, a new survey from the Hartford Institute for Religion Research found that megachurches are expanding in the United States. 1 in 3 American Protestants now go to a church with more than 1,000 congregants, and most Protestants go to one with more than 250 attendees. Christianity Today interviewed Scott Thuma, a co-author of the report. He said, quote, the top 10% of churches have about 70 to 75% of all the people. Most people's experience is of a larger church. Finally, for today's quick updates, more than 100 million Americans are facing extreme heat this week, from western states to the Midwest. Cities affected include Phoenix, Las Vegas, Minneapolis, Memphis, Omaha, Nebraska, and St. Louis, according to ABC News. Some of these cities are expected to break heat records, some of them more than a century old. With that, let's get into today's main story. President Trump reported at least $2.2 billion from his family's businesses during his first year back in office for a second term, according to his financial filings. The New York Times examined the filings this past month finding that about $1.4 billion of that total came from cryptocurrency businesses. These are enormous numbers compared to his disclosures during 2024, before he won the presidential election and moved back into the White House. That year, he disclosed $622 million in income from his businesses. Last year, the Times reports one of his biggest windfalls was related to a United Arab Emirates investment in a Trump family crypto company called World Liberty Financial. Democratic lawmakers have raised concerns about the president's business deals with companies in the Middle East, citing them as entanglements that may be influencing U.S. foreign policy. 2 deals licensing the Trump name to properties in Saudi Arabia and Qatar resulted in $14 million for the president last year. In June, the president said he was profiting because, quote, the stock market is going up. Now, listeners may remember a different cryptocurrency source of revenue for the president. Soon after winning the election, he launched a meme coin. According to his 2025 disclosure, that meme coin generated more than $600 million. I'll read briefly from the New York Times report about the disclosures. The Trump family also continued to pull in chunks of money from real estate branding deals, the new report showed, including some in the Middle East that generated a minimum of $35 million in revenue last year. Deals in Vietnam and Romania, as well as older ones in India, Turkey, and Indonesia, combined to bring in at least another $20 million. And the president's major real estate holdings in the United States, like Trump National Golf Club near Miami, pulled in $122 million in revenue, while his Mar-a-Lago club generated a total of $77 million for him. Eric Lipton, a longtime investigative journalist who helped report on the new disclosure for the New York Times, said in an interview with PBS this past week that, quote, "There's nothing like this in American history." He continued, "It's hard to imagine that if he were not president, that it would be as profitable as it has been, or that there would have been the scale of investment in World Liberty Financial and the stablecoin. It seems as if his status as president is intimately intertwined with the success of those companies. And, I mean, the fact that he launched the meme coin as they were gathering in an auditorium in D.C. 3 days before his inauguration for what was called the Crypto Ball. It was a bunch of crypto executives and soon-to-be administration officials there to celebrate his inauguration. Senator Elizabeth Warren, a Massachusetts Democrat who is the ranking member of the committee that deals with banking, requested that the president provide an up-to-date disclosure including information about the first half of 2026, so the Senate can consider it while debating legislation about the crypto industry. Your financial disclosure raises key questions about the appropriateness of presidents, vice presidents, senior administration officials, members of Congress, and their families profiting off the crypto industry, just as the U.S. Senate debates crypto market structure legislation that has the potential to increase the value of your crypto holdings, she wrote in a statement. Unfortunately, it is not an up-to-date reflection of your finances. It does not account for any changes that have taken place in recent months. Just editorial note from yours truly. If you'll remember, just the immense deal that was made out of the fact that President Trump would turn down, would sacrificially refuse the salary that a U.S. president receives. If you might recall President Trump's rhetoric often about the sacrifices he was making to serve the public when he could be out there making money. This story, this reality of a president who is earning $2.2 billion in the first year of his term as president, casts a different light on the sacrifice he's making to serve. My. Let's stop there for today and go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Father, always near us, may your name be treasured and loved. May your rule be completed in us. May your will be done here on earth in just the way it is done in heaven. Give us today the things we need today. Forgive us our sins and impositions on you, as we are forgiving all who in any way offend us. Please don't put us through trials, but deliver us from everything bad, because you are the one in charge, and you have all the power, and the glory too is all yours forever, which is just the way we want it. All right, friends, thank you for joining me today. As always, the Morning Five is brought to you in partnership with the That Sounds Fun Network, supported by the Center for Christianity and Public Life. If you'd like to learn more about our work at CCPL, you can visit ccpubliclife.org. Hope you have a marvelous Monday.